So last class we were discussing with respect to streams. So streams, just I'll show you the syntax once again. So streams, which is nothing but if you instead of having all the values generated at a time, what we can do is like we can generate it little late by applying the delay. So that means when required, only you have to generate it. That is what is the concept of streams. So for that, supporting procedures or supporting procedures which we have to know, or primitive procedures which we have to know is cons stream is the one which will be helping us to construct the list of elements. And from that list of elements, if you have to pick, the syntax for cons stream will be nothing but const means we will be having only two arguments. So first content and the second content. And if you want if you see the definition of this const string, which will be nothing but it will be something like cons of A and delay applied onto the B. So that means the B will not be generated at a time at that moment itself. It will be applied. It will be kept on a delay. Then how this delay can be removed is by using the selectors. So what are the primitive procedures? Supporting primitive procedures for streams is nothing but it is stream car and stream CDR. Same as our car and CDR. But only thing is stream car will work same as our car itself. So if you see the definition of stream car, which is nothing but car of stream itself. Whereas when you see with respect to stream CDR, even though it is functioning the same as CDR itself, but what is the thing which we have to see is, since we have applied a delay onto our second portion, there should be some sort of force applied to remove that delay. So that means we have two built-in functions which is named to be as delay and force. So delay has been applied when we are constructing the list. So that is what has been done here, if you remember this point. So if you have to remove this delay, then what we have to do is when do we reach to the second content of our list? When we are applying some CDR to it, right? So when we require, only we have to apply the CDR. So then only we will be generating that second content onwards. So for that purpose, stream CDR will be having the primitive procedure called force applied onto the CDR of the stream contents. Otherwise, the functionality wise, it will be everything with the cons, car, cons stream, stream car, stream CDR is working same as our cons, constructor cons, selectors car and CDR. Only difference is we are applying some sort of delay to generate during the generation of the list contents. That's it. So with that, we have taken one example to pick up the second prime number from a given bigger range of values. So from 10,000 to 10 lakhs is the range given. So from that, usually when we are using enumerate interval, what happens? First, we will generate all the values. So that is what enumerate interval does. But when we are applying stream, what happens is we will not generate all the values starting from 10,000 to 10 lakh. Instead, what we do is we will generate the first content and we will apply a delay for the remaining contents and we will keep there. If required only, it will be applied. So how do we know whether it is required or not? So whenever we got the first content, that value will be passed to the stream filters. So in stream filter, what it happens? It will apply it will check whether the value 10 for this 10,000, whether it is a prime number or not. It is not a prime number. So when it is not a prime number, what it does, you can see the definition of the stream filter here. If it is not a prime number, what it does, it goes to the else part. In the else part, what we have the stream filter procedure calling again, where we are having the predicate applied. Here we are applying stream CDR. So that means where in enumerate procedure, where there was a delay, that delay will be removed by using this stream CDR. So since stream CDR has been applied here, that delay will be removed and it will generate the next number. So which will be nothing but cons of 10,001. And again it will apply a delay for the remaining portion of it. And again that 10,001 will be passed to the stream filter. Again, it checks whether it is an empty list, no. Whether it is a prime number, no. So again, it comes to the else part. Again, stream filter procedure. Stream CDR has been applied. It goes. So like that, it goes on. Yeah. So like that, it goes on. Once it reaches to cons of 10,007 and delay has been applied, what happens? It checks whether it is a prime number. Yes, it is a prime number. So when it is a prime number, what happened? If you see the const filter procedure, when the predicate, that is when the value is a prime number, what happened? This const stream has been applied. So we are making it to be as a list. So what we have done? We have applied const stream 10,007 delay of this entire thing. Delay of stream filter procedure. Predicate will be prime. CDR of this. So that means again we are applying a delay. So how, but we want the second prime number. So how do we get the second prime number? So see how we have written. We have written it to be as car of CDR of, that is stream car of stream CDR of. So from once we finished with this, we would be having cons stream of 10,007 delay of stream filter prime procedure, then rest all will come. Similarly, for enumerate procedure, you will be having cons 10,008. Then comes the streams enumerate interval with the next value, remaining values. But if you see here, we had stream car and stream CDR. So once we have once for both the procedures, once there was a delay applied, it is waiting till the some force has been applied for removing it. So when that till that position we have reached, then what happens is the next procedure we will be applying. So which is nothing but stream CDR. So when we apply this stream CDR, what happens is this delay will be removed. Once this delay is removed, it comes again. We have the stream filter procedure getting called with this. Then comes the next enumerate procedure. Will be calling this one. 1,008 will be passed, and then we will be applying, removing a force applied to this. 10,009 will be coming. So like that it goes. So when it reaches to 10,009, it will be cons of 10,009. Again, there is a delay applied. Again, it will stop. Once that is done, stream CDR was already applied. Outer stream CDR was already applied. Next function which we had to apply was stream car. So we will be applying stream car and we will be retrieving the second prime number, which was 10,009. So this is how it will be working. So this is what is the streams. So since by using the streams, we don't have to generate all the values. We can work it out with respect to a smaller value. So because of this nature, what we could do is we don't have to have we don't have to mention the range of values. That is like upper limit. It need not be fixed or need not be mentioned. We can have as many numbers we want. We can generate it. So if you see here, so we can see integers starting from whatever value, whatever is the starting value you want. From that, from there, you can have as many values you want, you can generate. So how we can generate it? Always remember cons stream, which is nothing but there is a delayed generation of values. So it is supposed to start from n onwards. Okay, so cons stream of n. Again, I'm calling this integer starting from where I'm saying the next value, n plus 1. Okay, so now when I'm saying I've just defined a variable called integers. I'm just passed this integer starting from n value. I have made it to be as 1. So when I have passed this n value to be as 1, what will happen? Cons stream of, we will have the value applied to be as cons stream of the value 1 will be coming, and then there will be a delay applied onto, I can say it to be as, I'll make this to be as cons of 1 delay applied onto integer starting from n plus 1 means integer. This is starting STL, right? From n plus 1. N plus 1 means 1 plus 1, which is 2. So we will not apply it until unless there is some sort of force applied to remove this delay. So you will have cons of 1. So if I ask you to generate the what will be, if suppose if I'm having 5 times I'm applying stream CDR, or if I ask you what will be the first 5 numbers what is getting generated by this, so you can identify, you can see that the with this first 5 values what it could generate is, it will be 1, next value will be 2, cons of 2, then delay will be applied. Again, if you are applying stream CBR, the next number which we will be having is 3, next number 4. So it goes on like this. So it goes on. As many values you want, you can keep generating. Each time you have to generate, how many ever times you want to generate, you have to keep calling stream CDR those many number of times. Otherwise, it will just generate how many times stream CDR has been called, only those many number of times it will call, and it will keep waiting. So this type of, because of the nature of delayed generation, we could have the infinite. That is this type of stream construction, we call it to be as infinite stream. Okay. It keeps, we can have as many values we want, we can keep generating. So one more example with respect to this. No sevens. So divisible procedure where we had 2 arguments and we are checking the divisibility. Reminder is equals to 0. Then true we are returning. And we are applied the stream filter procedure where we are passing this not of divisible by 7. So any number which is not divisible by 7. And the integers are the value which we are passing. Okay, this variable integer which we had defined it here. So integer means it will be nothing but cons of 1, delay of this one. So now you can, when we are applying stream filter, first we will be having the value 1. 1 divided by 7, 1 modulo 7. 1 modulo 7, the remainder will be 1 itself. So it is not divisible by 7. So it will be listing the value to be as no 7s means first it, since it is starting from 1 onwards, so we will have the value listed as 1. The next number which is 2. So if we are applying stream CDR, then you will be having the next number, which possible next number which we can have in no 7s will be next number is 2. So 2 modulo 7, which is not divisible by 7. So it will be nothing but 2 will be there. Next 3, which is not divisible by 7, 3. Next 4, next 5, next 6, 7, which is divisible by 7, so it will not. Then comes 8, so it goes on like this. So it goes on as many. Okay, so no 7s, the possible values for no 7s are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 won't be there, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 won't be there. So it goes on like that. Okay. So possible values for no 7s will be like this. Now what I have done, I have just passed this no 7s into the stream reference procedure. Hope you remember the stream reference procedure, which is nothing but it will be accepting the list values. That is nothing but it will be accepting this no 7s value which it has and the position of it. So that means you are asking in this given no 7s list of values. Remember we have applied stream cons stream. So that means there is a delayed generation of no 7s value. For that we are asking the 100th position's value. Say instead of 100th position, if I ask you the value at 5th position. 100th is too high. So stream reference, if you remember in last class we have seen the stream reference procedure. Enumerate. Reference. Didn't we discuss stream reference? Stream reference. So last class we have seen with respect to stream reference procedure where till n value reaches to 0. Once it is reached to 0, it will be taking the value what is there at first value at that particular list. Otherwise, it will keep calling the stream reference procedure by applying stream CDR to this and as well as reducing the n value. Okay, so by remembering this procedure, so now you can just correlate. So no sevens means first initially we have the value 1 here, and instead of 100 I have made it to be as 5 here. So 1 and delay of these values are not generated, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8 have not been generated. There is a delay applied to it and it is waiting. So first it checks n is equals to 0, no. So it will go to the else part where you are having stream reference and stream CDR has been applied onto no sevens. So when there is a stream CDR applied, there is a force applied onto the delay and it will generate the next number, which is 2. And there will be a delay for the remaining portion. And n value will be reduced to 4. So from 5, 4, after that, it checks it's equals to 0. No. Then again it goes to the else part. It will call stream reference procedure. Again, a stream CDR has been applied. There is a force applied on for generating the remaining values. So it will generate the next value 3 and it will apply a delay for the remaining values. And it reduces the n value to 3. Then it checks it's not 0. Then again it goes, it generates the value 4. It generates the value 4 and there will be a delay applied and n value becomes 2. N is not equals to 0, then again it will generate the next value 5 and it will next value 5 and it will call the stream reference procedure and stream CDR will be applied. It will generate the next number which is 6 and there will be a delay applied over here and I think I went somewhere wrong. It will be 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when n was 1, I have verified for 5. After that, it will generate the value 6. N becomes 0. And n is equals to 0. Yes. So the first value what you had was 6. So 6 will be returned. So for completing this procedure, we can generate as many number of values for no sevens based on the position over here mentioned. For completing this procedure, it is not necessary that all no sevens value, that is this no sevens variable, it's not necessary that all values has to be generated. You can generate it only if it is required. Okay. So 6 will be given and there will be a delay applied onto the remaining portion of it. It will not generate it as such. So this scenario is you can just imagine it's a never-ending one, so we can consider this to be as the infinite streams. The stream concept, the advantages of stream concept has been used here. Similar is the case with respect to Fibonacci generation also. So Fibonacci generation, all of us know that the initial value is 0, the next number is 1. So for getting the next number, we have to add the previous two values. So how we can generate the Fibonacci series by using the stream concept? So stream concept, we can directly say initially, where is my cursor? Yeah. So Fibonacci of initial values A and B it is taking. So 0 and 1 is my initial value what I am passing. So fibs will be having first cons of 0, delay will be applied. So like this, next time when I apply a force to it, then it will generate cons of 1, Fibonacci of next number 1 and 1 plus 1, which will be 2. So that we can have based on the position or based on which number, Fibonacci of which number you want, you can generate that particular from the series of Fibonacci series. We can pick the value from there. So this is possible only because by taking the advantage of streams concept. Otherwise, we have to generate all the values and store it at a place, and then only we can pick it up. Here, based on the requirement, you generate the values. It's not necessary you have to generate all the values at a time. Okay. So these are considered to be as the examples for infinite streams. Okay. Otherwise also the streams can be considered to be as implicit. What is this implicit? Implicit is nothing but here also we are taking the advantage of the value, streams concept, where see we can reuse the same variable in the later part, because the streams will be having the value at a time. We will have only one value at a time. Based on the requirement only we are generating the remaining part. So now if you see here in this example, define once. Once is a variable, and what I have done, const stream 1, and as the second part what I have done, I have reused the same variable name for the second portion. Okay, so what happens here? First time when I am using ones, this will be having the value 1, that is cons of 1, and delay of this ones. So that means we are just promising the later, by the time the delay has the force has been applied and the delay has been removed, by the time the variable 1 will be getting the value, the first value would have been already given over there. Okay, so that means for the later part, it is just a promise. If required only, we will be evaluating. So by the time you are evaluating, this variable once will be having the value, which is nothing but the first part of the value, which is this first value, which is 1. Next time, if you are applying stream CDR and if you are generating it, what happens? Again, it will be nothing but variable once is already assigned with the value 1. So it will be having cons of 1 and again delay of ones. So like this, we can generate as many number of ones we want, we can generate it. Okay. So if you are using the same variable, the ones, and for later purpose also the same thing has been used, this type of concept, that is infinite stream concept, and if the same variable is getting used again and again in the same statement, then we call the stream to be as implicit streams. This is just with the help of the streams advantage as well as the infinite streams concept. So this variable once can generate as many value 1 if you want, as many 1 you want, you can generate it. So keeping this variable 1, we can just take one example. Add strings is a procedure which where I'm having two variables s1 and s2, and I have just rewritten this map procedure where we have 3 arguments. First one is the operator, that is the procedure as usual. Instead of only list 1, one list accepting, we are taking it to be as 2 values. And by using this dot extension, we could make it to be as a list itself. When we are defining the stream map, if you put a dot at the later part, remaining whatever comes, that is S1, S2, everything will be made to be as a single list value. Okay. So keeping that, what we could do is define. This I have already told long time back. That is something like if you put a dot function, say if you are having x dot say a. If I give something like this, and if I am passing function of 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are writing something like this, what happens is we have only 2 variables and there is a dot here. There is a dot. So what happens is x will be taking the first value, whatever comes, so which will be nothing but the value 1. Remaining all the other values will be made to be as a list and it will be assigned to this variable a. So this is what I have mentioned right now. That is the dotted extension. or dotted arguments. So using this dotted concept, I have just defined the stream map procedure where previously when we were defining the map procedure, we had only two arguments, which was procedure and the list. Here, if you put a dot in front of this list, what happens is if I write S1, S2, everything will be taken to be as the single one, and I can apply as required. Okay, so now if I'm using this again, define integers as a variable where I'm saying const stream of 1, add streams ones and integers. So this ones is nothing but the variable which we have defined it just before, where we can have as many ones we want, we can have it. And this integer is nothing but it is the same integer I'm using it. Because of this delayed execution concept, I can just reuse the same previous integer value. I can use it over here. So what happens is, since once is going to generate value 1 for each and every iteration, similarly integers what it generates will be nothing but first time what is the integers what it is going to have, it will be having the value 1. After that, when you are applying, the next is what will be the series of values what this integers will have is, first one is 1, second one will be nothing but, it will be, we are applying this add stream procedure where we are having this plus operator used for adding this two values S1 and S2. So what are the two values which we are having, which will be ones and integer. So ones is going to have the value 1. Right now integer is having the value 1. So it will add these two, which will be 1 plus 1, 2. And this will be the one which it will be returning. So it will be cons of 2. And again, you will be having add streams of ones and integer. So next time and third time when you are doing it, it will be nothing but you will be having add streams of 1 and integer was 2. So 1 plus 2, it will be 3. So like that it goes on. So this integers will have the series of values. What integers is going to have, it will be 1 because it was 1 here. After that, we are adding 1 plus 1, which will become 2. After that, 1 plus 2, which will be 3. After that, this 1 plus 3, which will be 4. Next, 1 plus 4, which will be 5. So like this, integers will have the values which you want, we can be generating. And since we are using the same variable name integer for the later purpose, this we will call it to be as the implicit string, which is also infinite. So we can have next value will be 6, next value will be 7, next value will be 8. So it goes on like this. It will go on. So in exam, what type of question we can have from the streams is nothing but it will be we may give some kind of procedures and some scenarios, and we can ask you what will be the 5th value, what will be the 10th value generated by this series, or whether it is an implicit streams or whether it is infinite stream, what it is. So these are the expected questions from this. So one more example. So if you see scale procedure, all of us know streams means which is nothing but delayed generation of generated list content. Factor based on the what is the factor value, with what factor value we are increasing the stream contents. So we are applying stream map procedure where procedure applied is nothing but lambda procedure. The x value multiplied with the factor is the procedure which we are going to apply on to the delayed generated streams. So now if you see here, we are having a variable double where we have made const stream of 1. So first value is 1. After that, we are having cons stream procedure, scale stream procedure, where the stream is nothing but double. Double is the same argument, so same variable, because since there is a delay applied, we can use this concept. So double. By the time we remove this delay and get the function call done, by the time this double will have the value, first value 1 already assigned. Next, we have the factor applied as 2. So what will happen? First time the double value was 1. So 1, we will be calling stream map procedure, where we are having the procedure applied. What is this procedure meant for? Procedure will be applied onto the onto the stream content. So what is a stream? Which is nothing but it is a double. So double is having the value 1. So 1 multiplied by factor value, which is 2. So next time, next value what this double is going to have, it will be 1 into 2, so which is 2. So first value was 1, second value was 2. Next time if you are calling, it will be scale stream of double. So double is having the value 2, factor value is 2, so 2 into 2, 4. So 4 will be the third value which has been generated. Next time if you are calling the scale stream procedure, then it will be double. So what is the double having now? It is value 4. So 4, what is the factor value, which is 2. So 4 into 2, which is 8. So 8 will be generated. So like this, we can have as many values we want, we can generate it. So that's it. So we are done with the portion. Any doubts you can ask? So from exam point of view, from this portion, we will be you will be asked to generate, either ask you to generate the values given a procedure or given a scenario. What will be the possible values which will be generated, or at a given position, what will be the value? What is the value which has been generated? So these are the type of questions which you will come across. Otherwise, you will be asked to recognize whether it is implicit streams or whether it is infinite streams. Only infinite streams, or whether it is implicit stream. Implicit stream, when we say it is the advantage of the infinite stream and the streams concept. So we are done with the portions. Coming to the evaluation part, all the marks has been shared. Under the in-class materials, you can see all the marks. Quiz 1, quiz 2, and one Excel sheet has been put up with different sheets for quiz 1, quiz 2, midterm, Viva marks, missed quiz, missed midterm. All the marks has been published. Tomorrow we shall put the internals.
Okay, ma'am.
So thank you, students. If no queries, we can wind up the class.
Ma'am, I have one query, like
Yes, Sachin.
how the question pattern will be. So basically stream, we got to know like there can be given a function, what are the values it will be having. So on the other part, like how the questions will be, and so can we get to know what is the question paper pattern?
Question pattern, you will be your exam will be for 100 marks, and it will be for the questions will be for 3 mark, 2 marks. It will be for 3 marks, 5 marks, or for 10 marks. So 3, 5, or 10 marks will be the questions, and you will be asked to define the procedures, whatever we have done. It won't be multiple choice.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, Vishnu.
I had a doubt from the 2 lectures before. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Ma'am, when we were doing the concurrency control, in that lecture, there was an example where from one user read the data, then another user came in, he also read and updated the data. Then the first user is again reading the data. That's not how it happens, no, ma'am. Because like once you read the data, you store it in your RAM, and then you never read it back. You'll check it in the RAM and then continue, no, ma'am. So like that second, will the second read really happen? Like that was there only for that example, like only one example, one or two example. All the other cases we didn't do double read, like when uh, we shifted.
That was an that was an
That interleaved this one example, ma'am, like below the timing diagram it was there.
yeah, yeah, that was an error situation what we told. Yeah, I understood.
Okay, ma'am. So that won't happen, no, ma'am. Like
That, but that is like what are the possible values which we can generate? If it is asked something like that, then you can say these are the possible values. Why the second time you have read is because the by the time the second variable has been read, by the time the second processor has started the execution.
so
You
like
got
ma'am, what we learned in OS and all was like if a variable needs to be searched or something, it will first check if it is there in the RAM. Like if we don't have it, then we go fetch it from the secondary memory and store it to the RAM and then use it. Like so when what I'm saying is like in that example when the
yeah.
first use.
That will happen if there is no change in the variable. Whatever value you have read and kept it in the RAM, if there is no change, then the same value will be taken, right? If there is a
No, but
change happening, I think
no,
if
how
it
will the
changes,
first user know that there is a change? Like for example, if we're taking it like that example was eight, like something like withdraw, insert something related. If it was like that, then I am withdrawing from a different ATM and other person is withdrawing from a different ATM. So that won't be related, no, ma'am. Like how will it know the value has changed by the time it comes back? Ma'am, was I clear with the question, ma'am? I don't know.
yeah, you are clear. I'm thinking how do I put it back?
Okay.
Yeah, these are the cases which you are talking about, right?
I'm not ma'am. I think it's there in this PPT only. Like, can you go to the example, ma'am? Like, there were four diagrams, were two timing diagrams and two timing diagram without like a flowchart. Here, ma'am, this one, this example. Like, to get 25, say that example. Like, why is Mary reading it again after Peter? Like, she has already read it once, no, ma'am, 100. And then Peter is updating. Okay, that is a separate system. But again, why is Mary reading it before writing her thing? This is, I think, this was a withdrawal, similar question, ma'am, like deposit withdrawal.
Peter was depositing and Paul and Mary were withdrawing.
Withdrawing.
I remember something like if there is a change with respect to the concurrent values, then it will take. I'll just confirm with that.
Okay.
I'll just confirm with this what my statement is, then I'll tell you.
Okay.
My I'll just confirm it with this. I'll just check with the OS team also, and then I'll confirm it.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, what is the weightage, ma'am? 70-30 or like mid-sem and after mid-sem?
Higher weightage will be for after midterm.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
That means more marks. Either it will be 65, 35 or max so before midterm it will be either 30, 35 or maximum 40 marks, not more than that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Till now, I didn't get any information regarding the fees part. Checking with them, but as soon as I get, I'll put it.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, for second year, hostelers were asked to move in March only, right, ma'am? So, can that be compensated or this fees is separate?
That's what regarding fees, I have not got any information, so I'm not. I don't have any answer for this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then shall we wind up? Tomorrow also I'll just schedule the class. Before that I'll try to publish the internals. Otherwise, tomorrow during the class hours, we'll publish the internals. Okay, then thank you, students.
Thank you.
Thank you.